ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಹಾಂ ಮೈಕ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಹಾಂ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಎ ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಹಾಂ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಚೆಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಡಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ ನೋಡು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವೇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹ್ಞೂ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ okay sir I hope all of you have kept audio mute. Okay, so now just now we have made it as a live stream in Facebook. Hmm. So this is a first time we are coming live in Facebook. So and others, I want to introduce our Sandhya Sahitya Vedike for just a minute. Sandhya Sahitya Vedike is a well-known platform for children's literature activities, and especially the main person guru behind this is our Dr. Ananda Patil sir. Okay, so in his guidance, the activities are going on, and maybe in the year I think 1992 it has started. 1992, almost more than 25 and 26 years the activities are going on. So now we have thought of going live in Facebook, etc. So and today, as a first series of Sandhya, we have talk by Mr. Ramendra Kumar sir. So I want to introduce Ramendra Kumar sir to all of you. So Mr. Ramendra Kumar sir is an award-winning writer for children with 38 books to his credit. He also writes satire, poetry, adult fiction, and travelogues. Uh, Ramen has so far won 34 prizes in the competition organized by Children's Book Trust. His writings have been translated into 15 Indian and 14 foreign languages, and have also found a place in textbooks as well as national and international anthologies. A much sought after inspirational speaker and storyteller, Ramen has been invited to participate in several conferences and festivals. These include the IBBY Congress and Children's Writers in Denmark in the year 2008, and also in Greece in the year 2018, and Sharjah Children's Reading Festival in the year 2019. Apart from many literary events across India, such as the famous Jaipur Literature Festival and also Bukaro, etc. Being an engineer and an MBA degree holder, Mr. Ramen, who was general manager, Rourkela Steel Plant, opted for voluntary retirement earlier this month. He is planning to settle down in Bangalore. If you want to know more about him, either you can visit his website or you can go through Wikipedia. So thank you. It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Ramendra Kumar to all of you. Thank you, sir. So now I request Ramendra Kumar sir to continue his talk. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, yes. Fine, thank you. Thank you for your appreciation. Okay. It is fifth, no, 50 Hindi, 50%, 50%, sir. 50-50. You can. Okay, fine. Okay, sir, fine. Fine, you can start now. Okay, fine. Audible, sir. Audible. It is audible. Okay, fine, sir. It is fine. So, only thing is, I request all of you to please mute your audio. Others. Okay, fine. Thank you, sir. You can continue. Huh? ಇಲ್ಲ ಈ ಬರ್ತದ ನೋಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡ ಲಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ ನೋಡಿ ಪಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು ನೋಡಿ ನೀ ನೋಡು ನೋಡು ಓಕೆ ಸರ್ ಫೈನ್ ಸಾರಿ ಚಿನಿ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರ್ಲತ್ತದ ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಅದು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಲತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಷ್ಟೇ ಫೇಸ್ ಅದು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ನೀನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಡೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾ ನನ್ನ ಫೋನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಫೋನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫೋನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು ನಂದು ತಗೋತೀನಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೋಮ್ ಮನೆಯಿಂದೆ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರ ಇತ್ತು ಈಗ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬೇರೆ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ನಿಂದ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ನಾನು ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ನೋಡಿ ಯಾಕ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾರ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಐತೇನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕೇನು ನಾನು ತೆಗಿಲ್ಲ
मैं अनिकेत आवर सन अनिकेत की मैं देखभाल करती हूँ। अच्छा, आरती मैडम के लिए सेटायर से चिल्ड्रंस फिक्शन कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है। जैसे आप पहले आप अंडे को आमलेट बनाते थे, अभी अंडे को पोच कर रहे हैं, क्या फर्क है? उनके हिसाब से बहुत आसान चीज थी। तो खैर मैंने ये चैलेंज एक्सेप्ट किया और मैंने अंकिता को कहानियां सुनाना शुरू की। उसको कहानियां बहुत पसंद आई, पर मुझे ये नहीं मालूम whether she liked the content of the story or my jumping around and singing. I'm a terrible singer and a great dancer. Whether she loved my singing and dancing or she liked the actual content, but she really enjoyed herself. And the stories which she really liked the most, I started typing them out and sending them to various magazines. I sent them to Open Sesame in Deccan Herald, Young World in Hindu, Telekids in Telegraph, and they started getting published. And that's how my journey began. One important incident took place then. In my daughter's school, which was called Delhi Public School, every Monday they would invite somebody from a different walk of life. कभी लॉयर को बुला लिया, कभी HR मैनेजर को बुला लिया, कभी किसी बैंक मैनेजर को बुला लिया। तो एक बार उनके प्रिंसिपल ने मुझे बुलाया भाषण देने के लिए, आधा घंटा 40 मिनट। तो मैंने सोचा कि मैं पब्लिक रिलेशंस के बारे में छोटे छोटे बच्चों को क्या बताऊं, मैं एक कहानी सुनाता हूं। तो मैंने एक कहानी सुनाई, जस्ट अ सेकेंड, दैट वाज अबाउट द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ टाइम। तो वो कहानी मैंने सुनाई, लोगों को पसंद आई, सबने ताली बजाई, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा। फिर करीब 2-3 महीने के बाद हम अंकिता की क्लास टीचर के घर हम लोग गए, मैं और मेरी वाइफ अंकिता को लेके। तो उनकी जो क्लास टीचर थी, उनका नाम था उमा मैडम। तो उमा मैम ने कहा, सर आपने जो उस दिन कहानी सुनाई थी उसका बहुत बड़ा असर हुआ। मैंने कहा क्या असर हुआ? नहीं, मैं अपने क्लास में बच्चों को हाइजीन की इंपॉर्टेंस के बारे में बोल रही थी। तो एक बच्चे ने हाथ उठाया और कहा, मैडम क्या हाइजीन उतना ही इंपॉर्टेंट है जितना सेकेंड इंपॉर्टेंट है? अब माँ ने कहा, मुझे तो याद नहीं आया वो क्या बोल रहा है, सेकेंड कहाँ से आ गया बीच में। उसने कहा, एक अंकल आए थे 2-3 महीने पहले, तो वो सेकंड की इंपॉर्टेंस के बारे में बोल रहे थे, क्या हाइजीन उतना इंपॉर्टेंट है? तब मैंने सोचा, अगर 3 महीने के बाद एक 8 साल का बच्चा मेरी कहानी को याद करके इसकी वैल्यूज को समझ सकता है, तो इसका मतलब मुझे चिल्ड्रंस लिटरेचर में ही रहना है और बाकी विधाओं को हल्का हल्का टच करना है। तो उसके बाद मैंने कहानियां लिखना शुरू किया फुल फ्लो में। और मुझे कहानियां, बच्चों की कहानियां लिखने में बहुत मजा आता है। मैं आपको बता नहीं सकता हूँ कि मुझे बच्चों के साथ रहने में बहुत मजा आता है। तो मैंने कुछ दिन कहानियां लिखी। फिर मुझे एक बार एक दिल्ली में एक फेस्टिवल में बुलाया गया। उन्होंने कहा कि आपको एक कहानी सुनानी पड़ेगी। तो मैंने कहा ठीक है। तो मैंने अपने जो लिखी हुई कहानी मैंने सुनाई और बच्चों को बहुत मजा आया उसमें। तो उसके बाद में धीरे धीरे मेरा स्टोरी टेलर से I mean from a writer I also became a storyteller. So now I write stories and I also tell stories. But I tell only the stories which I write. I don't tell anybody else's stories from any other language or any such thing. Because I'm too proud of myself that if I can write, I should tell the stories I write. So there is a small incident which happened in Abu Dhabi. Now normally writers who have turned storytellers, Mr. Patil would know, Shivapaji would know, that they like around 50-60 people, kids. More than that, they get scared. And I love 300-400 children. Why? There is so much of enthusiasm, so much of energy. You start feeling young. Many people say that I don't look my age. And the reason why I don't look my age probably is because I'm always in the world of children. Mentally, physically, emotionally, I'm in the world of children. So when we went to Abu Dhabi, we entered that hall. And can you believe how many children were there? आपको विश्वास नहीं होगा, वो जो हॉल था वो 6 बास्केटबॉल कोर्ट के बराबर था और 1100 बच्चे थे उसमें। 1100 चिल्ड्रन, क्लासेस 6 to 8, a very enthusiastic group, shouting, screaming, yelling. So Madhi looked at me and thought कि आज तो मारा गया बेचारा, ये तो खत्म हो जाएगा, ये कैसे मैनेज करेगा 1 घंटा 1100 लोगों को। पर आप बिलीव नहीं करेंगे, 1 घंटा हम लोग नाचे, हम लोग गाए, हम लोग कहानियां सुने, क्वेश्चन आंसर किए और इतना एंजॉय किया, पता ही नहीं चला वो 1 घंटा कैसे बीत गया। और जब मैं वहां से निकल रहा था, लड़के लड़कियां मेरे ऊपर गिर गए ऑटोग्राफ के लिए। मैं नीचे, लड़के ऊपर, उनके ऊपर उनकी मैम, एंड पूरा chaos. And I really enjoyed that moment, and I wish I can relive this moment again and again and again. So now I would now like to shift to what influenced me, what inspired me. So first and foremost, it was my father. He used to encourage me to read Premchand. I'm sure you've all heard of Munshi Premchand, the great Indian writer. तो मेरे पिताजी ने कहा कि मुंशी प्रेमचंद की एक खासियत है, उनका जो फिक्शन है ना, वो है आदर्श उन्मुख यथार्थवाद, आइडियलिस्टिक रियलिज्म। माने रियलिटी तो है लेकिन उसमें कहीं ना कहीं आइडियल है। So my father was very much influenced by Premchand, and I got that influence from my father because we used to discuss a lot. And I do not know whether you've read the story ईदगाह। आपने पढ़ी है कहानी ईदगाह? वो प्रेमचंद की सबसे ब्यूटीफुल चिल्ड्रन स्टोरी है। प्रेमचंद चिल्ड्रन स्टोरी लिखते नहीं थे, लेकिन उन्होंने एक ही लिखी है, एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू मी दैट इज द बेस्ट चिल्ड्रन स्टोरी ever written in any language I know, at least English and Hindi और English और हिंदी में तो ऐसी कहानी लिखी नहीं। It's on child psychology, realism with a bit of idealism. So what I have tried to do in my stories is to follow this idealistic realism which my father used to tell is very important. He said खाली एंटरटेनमेंट के लिए लिखना क्या है? एंटरटेनमेंट के लिए खाली लिखना है तो लोग बच्चे सर्कस जा सकते हैं, जू जा सकते हैं, एक वीडियो देख सकते हैं। लेकिन वो जब तुम्हारी कहानी पढ़े तो देयर हैज टू बी अ टेक अवे, तो कुछ अपने साथ अच्छी चीज ले जाए, एक अच्छा वैल्यू ले जाए, कहीं होप ले जाए। तो मैंने बेसिकली रियलिस्टिक फिक्शन लिखा है। एक डायरेक्टर है हिंदी में जिनको मैं, प्रोड्यूसर डायरेक्टर, इनको मैं अपना आइडियल मानता हूं, वो है ऋषिकेश मुखर्जी। आई एम श्योर यू वुड हैव हर्ड ऑफ आनंद पाटिल सर, ऋषिकेश मुखर्जी। He combines this again idealistic realism and the basic ideas in his story, or the basic way he writes is there are lots and lots of entertainment. मजेदार होती है, आपको हंसी आती है, एंजॉयमेंट होता है। आप सीट छोड़ के पॉपकॉर्न खरीदने भी नहीं जा सकते, लेकिन एक सॉलिड वैल्यू होता है उसमें, जैसे कि आनंद, जैसे कि नमक हराम, जैसे कि इवन अ कॉमेडी फिल्म लाइक चुपके चुपके, अभिमान. So I feel that my stories, I try to write stories which are like that. They are lots and lots of entertainment, but a value. Why do I say entertainment is important? If you don't have entertainment, the child will just leave and go. Child का जो concentration है, उसको अगर आप बांध के नहीं रख सकेंगे, तो बोर होके निकल जाएगा. तो इसलिए आपको एंटरटेन करना है और साथ ही साथ एक छोटी सी वैल्यू देनी है. तो मैंने आजकल के भी कुछ एक डायरेक्टर हैं जो कुछ ऐसे ही हैं, जैसे राजकुमार हिरानी, लगे रहो मुन्ना भाई, एमबीबीएस, थ्री इडियट्स, वो भी कुछ इसी तरह से वैल्यू भी है, एंटरटेनमेंट भी है. तो मैं, अगर कोई मुझसे पूछे कि भाई किस तरह आप लिखना चाहेंगे और लोगों को बोलेंगे लिखें, तो मैं बोलूंगा कि आप इस तरह की कहानियां लिखिए जहां आइडियलिज्म है, रियलिज्म है, एंटरटेनमेंट है और छोटी मोटी एक वैल्यू है. आप थोपिए मत चीजों को, लेकिन जब बच्चा पढ़ेगा तो उसको कहीं ना कहीं एक टेक अवे रहेगा. He will realize that yes, this is the, he will imbibe that value without telling him. You don't have to tell him that speak the truth, be honest, be kind. But when he reads that story, he understands that honesty is good, truth is good, kindness is important. That's the way I would like to write my stories. तो challenges हमको क्या मिलते हैं? भाई challenges है, सबसे बड़े challenge हमारे लिए हमारे editors हैं. अभी कई एडिटर्स को ये लगता है कि जो वेस्ट में है वो यहाँ होना चाहिए. अब 2002-2003 में जब हैरी पॉटर का वेव चल रहा था, तो एक एडिटर ने मुझसे कहा कि भाई आप हैरी पॉटर लिखिए. तो मैंने कहा नहीं भाई, मैं हैरी पॉटर नहीं लिखता. आप नहीं लिख सकते, मैं लिख सकता हूँ, लेकिन मुझे उसमें इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. आई डोंट राइट फॉर द मार्केट, आई डोंट राइट फॉर मनी. आई विल राइट व्हाट आई फील हैप्पी अबाउट, आई फील फुलफिल्ड, एनरिच्ड अबाउट. मुझे ऐसा लिखना है जिससे मुझे खुशी हो, मुझे संतोष हो, आनंद हो. मैं किसी की स्टाइल को मैं कॉपी नहीं करता, और मैं नहीं कर सकता, मैं नहीं करना नहीं चाहता. अगर कर भी सकता तो करना नहीं चाहता. फिर बीच में डायरी का सीजन आया, डायरी ऑफ अ विम्पी किड, डायरी ऑफ दिस किड, डायरी ऑफ दैट, डायरी ऑफ दिस. तो मुझे और एक एडिटर ने कहा भाई आप डायरी लिखिए. मैंने कहा नहीं, वो आई एम नॉट कंफर्टेबल विद दिस, आई विल नॉट डू इट. आई विल डू एग्जैक्टली व्हाट आई वांट टू डू एंड द वे आई वांट टू डू इट. नोबडी कैन डिक्टेट टू मी. तो एक बार मैं एक दिल्ली के एक पब्लिशर के पास गया, यंग पब्लिशर था. तो उसने मेरी मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट ऐसे देखी, 5 मिनट में उसने सब कुछ इवैल्यूएट कर लिया, जबकि कम से कम 2 घंटे लगने चाहिए. तो कहा मिस्टर कुमार, व्हाई डोंट यू राइट रीटेल रामायण एंड महाभारत? तो आई सेड मिस्टर सिन्हा, Mahabharata and Ramayana have been retold at least 10,000 times. So why are you asking me to do it? You get any MA in English literature, he or she will be able to do it. So me as a creative writer, I would like to write something original. So please don't ask me to do this. Say, no, you don't understand. There is a good market in Malaysia, in Tanzania, in Kenya, in Thailand. So that's why I want you to write. I said, so you keep your market to yourself and give me my manuscript, and I left. Many editors and many publishers treat the writer as a product which can be sold in the market. Why? Because ultimately for them, publishing is a business. But for Mr. Anand Patil, for Shivappa, for Rajshekhar ji, writing is not a business. Writing is a passion. You write from here. Can you see my heart? You write from here. You don't write from here always. Dabbu kitna milega? Enda dabbu dorutundi. Alage leda. What we want is we want to write from the heart. We want to write to make a difference. Tomorrow when I'm dead and gone, after 150, 160 years, people should read my story and say, Ramendra Kumar was a good writer. Successful writer, I don't require. So many editions, so much of money he made, I don't require. He's got a statue in the zoo in Lucknow next to a donkey. I don't require that. I only want children or the readers to say, Ramendra Kumar was a good writer, he was a sincere writer, he was an honest writer. Now, what kind of books do I write? I've written every kind. Now, what Partho was saying, that this is the book which Miti, his daughter, likes very much. It's called A Tsunami Called Nani. It was published by Mango Books. This is a very popular book of mine. Its inspiration is a little bit my mother-in-law. She's also a very bright, intelligent lady, very tough lady. So this is a Nani called Tsunami. Many books on sports fiction. This is my latest book. It's on match fixing, The Siege of Cricket. कौन पे लिखा है? Against all odds. ये कहानी एक ऐसे लड़की की है जिसका एक ही हाथ है, एक ही बाजू है, लेकिन वो फुटबॉल चैंपियन बनता है. कैसे बनता है? ये उसकी कहानी. एक बॉक्सर की कहानी है. इस कहानी के बारे में मैं आपको थोड़ा बताना चाहता हूं कि मेरे पास टाइम है ना अभी. तो मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं कि ये जो कहानी है नाउ और नेवर, दिस इज अ स्टोरी ऑफ अ बॉक्सर एंड हिज चाइल्ड, हिज सन. तो हिज सन, his mother dies. His son, when he is very young, hardly 2 or 3, he has a tumor in the brain. So the father doesn't have any money. So he sells himself, his this thing, bout. वो जो बॉक्सिंग का मैच है, वो बोलता है मुझे पैसे लेकर वो हार जाता है क्योंकि ऑपरेशन कराना है अपने बेटे का. तो ऑपरेशन से बेटा तो जिंदा रहता है, लेकिन इसका कैरियर खत्म हो जाता है और वो एक ड्रंकर्ड बन जाता है. जब लड़का बड़ा होता है 12-13 साल का, तो उसको पता चलता है कि उसके फादर ने सैक्रिफाइस किया. तो वो और उसका ग्रुप ऑफ फ्रेंड्स वो क्या करते हैं, वो उनके फादर को, हीरो का नाम है रजत, रजत के फादर शिवा को, उसका हीरो फादर का नाम है शिवापा आपके नाम का है, तो वो उसको एनकरेज करते हैं, हेल्प करते हैं, ट्रेनिंग के लिए, स्पॉन्सरशिप के लिए पैसा जुगाड़ करते हैं, एंड दे मेक हिम फिट इनफ टू बॉक्स एंड अल्टीमेटली ही विंस अ बाउट. तो ये मेरी कहानी से कुछ आधारित है. ये नहीं कि मैं बॉक्सर हूं या मेरे फादर बॉक्सर थे, बट एक ऐसा वक्त आया जब मेरे फादर ने मेरी लाइफ बना दी. I was in a very, very difficult stage. I had tried to commit suicide and all that, and my father saved me. Then after around 10 years, my father was in a very difficult situation because of his career, because my mother had left and gone, and there was a lot of emotional turmoil. उनकी कंडीशन बहुत ही सीरियस थी, बहुत ही डिप्रेस थे. तब मैंने उनको हेल्प किया था. तो इसी कहानी में मैंने वो लिया है कि फादर और सन का जो रिलेशनशिप है, दे आर मोर लाइक फ्रेंड्स than anything else. The son, whatever his age might be, he can reach out and help his father. Father की कोई भी बच्चा जितना भी छोटा हो, father की कोई भी एज हो, they can reach out to each other. तो मेरा जो मेरे बाबूजी के साथ जो कनेक्ट था, very very strong connect, like friends, like the best of friends, वो इस book में है. इसका नाम है Now or Never. पिक्चर बुक्स लिखी है जो मेरी सबसे ज्यादा पॉपुलर हुई है पिक्चर बुक्स. ये है पपलू द जायंट. दिस वाज सेलेक्टेड फॉर एज अ बुक ऑफ द ईयर, एंड सेशंस वर हेल्ड इन different parts of the country by Pratham Books. More than 1,000 sessions involving 10,000 children in 25 languages. Paplu the Giant. This is by NBT. We are different. Again, Pratham, NBT, and many other books. Then I've taken some challenges. Like I've written a book on the POCSO Act. POCSO Act, आप समझते हैं ना? Protection of Children Against Sexual Offences Act. तो एक NGO है दिल्ली में called Butterflies. इन्होंने मुझे कमीशन किया इसके ऊपर किताब लिखने के लिए, बच्चों के लिए. Now this was the greatest challenge for me, क्योंकि POCSO Act is a very complicated act. तो उसको break down करके in simple language so that it can be easily understood by the children. It was a very, very complex and difficult task, and it took me many months to do this. But I'm very, very happy I could do it, because right now books like this are needed, especially in COVID, where a lot of violence or abuse against children is happening. This is very, very important. Then I wrote a book on JJ Act. Again, this is a comic book, like the POCSO Act. The illustrations were by somebody else. I wrote the text. Then one on diabetes. And this is one of the books which is closest to my heart. I'll speak 2 lines about this. This book was commissioned by an NGO जो कि दिल्ली में काम करते हैं, और वो जो स्लम में जो लड़कियां रहती हैं, गर्ल चाइल्ड, उनको सेव करके, रिसरेक्ट करके, उनको वो रीएस्टैब्लिश करते हैं, उनको अपने पैरों पे खड़े होना सिखाते हैं। तो जो डायरेक्टर थी उस इंस्टीट्यूट की, एनजीओ की, का नाम था सोनल, उन्होंने मुझसे कहा कि आपको मैं खाली 1-2 लाइन दूंगी, बाकी आपको कहानी बनानी है। तो she just gave me 1 or 2 lines or strands of fact around which I had to create fiction. मुझे उससे ज्यादा फैक्ट नहीं मिल सकता था, क्योंकि मैं बता नहीं सकता था कि कौन लड़की है, क्योंकि उस लड़की की बदनामी होगी, she will be in trouble. So I only had to take a 2-3 lines कि उसको घर में फिजिकल अब्यूज हो रहा है, या उसकी जल्दी से शादी कर रहे हैं, या उसको फोर्स कर रहे हैं मैरिज के लिए। तो वो कहानियां मैंने फिर 2-3 लाइन से लेकर, सेंटेंसेस से लेकर मैंने बनाई। फिर करीब 1 साल लगा, और मैं आपको विश्वास नहीं दिला सकता, वो बनाने के बाद मेरा पूरा, I was completely down. Emotionally, I was broken. Because I was thinking that we are living in a society. I always used to think that these kind of things happen to somebody very far off. तो दूसरे शहर में, दूसरे कंट्री में, ऐसा नहीं है। वो हमारे घर के सामने जो स्लम है, वहां हो सकता है, हमारे घर के नेबर, उनके घर में, पड़ोसी के घर में हो सकता है, हमारे आउट हाउस में हो सकता है, हमारे खुद घर में हो सकता है। कहीं लड़की को फोर्स किया जा रहा है अर्ली मैरिज के लिए, कहीं फिजिकल एब्यूज है, कहीं सेक्सुअल वायलेंस है, कहीं उनको ड्रग्स के लिए फोर्स किया, बेकिंग के लिए फोर्स किया जा रहा है। तो इस तरह की हमारी सोसाइटी है, और मैं आप सबसे बोलना चाहता हूं कि हमको भी इस तरह की चीजें लिखनी चाहिए, so that our children learn empathy, the most important quality in today's times, which we are all lacking. बराक ओबामा ने कहा कि our society suffers from empathy deficit. एम्पैथी की कमी है। हमारे बच्चों को पता ही नहीं है कि बाहर क्या हो रहा है, कश्मीर में क्या हो रहा है, या अफगानिस्तान में क्या हो रहा है, या हमारे स्लम्स में क्या हो रहा है। They are so happy in their own world. So we should help them understand empathy, I think, through books like these. फिर मैंने एक एडल्ट फिक्शन भी लिखा था, कि मुझे किसी ने चैलेंज किया था कि मैं एडल्ट फिक्शन लिखूं। ये है एक हीरोइन की कहानी, ये डर्टी पिक्चर से पहले मैंने लिखी थी। हीरोइन की कहानी जो शी स्टार्ट्स क्लाइंबिंग द लैडर ऑफ सक्सेस फ्रॉम अ स्टारलेट, एक छोटी मोटी एक्स्ट्रा हीरोइन जो डांस करती है 2-3 सीन में, वहां से वो टॉप हीरोइन ऑफ द कंट्री बनती है। का नाम है मोहिनी। ये अमेजोन में नंबर 1 बेस्टसेलर थी। एक हफ्ते में इसका सेकेंड एडिशन आउट हुआ था। इट हैज बीन वेरी वेरी पॉपुलर। किताब लिखी है, ये इसका भी 2 एडिशन हो चुके हैं, सेकेंड एडिशन चल रहा है इसका। ये काफी पॉपुलर रही है। एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम, जिनको मैं ग्रेटेस्ट पर्सन ऑफ आवर टाइम्स मानता हूँ। बहुत रिसर्च करना पड़ा, और मैंने सिर्फ इसीलिए लिखा कि मुझे बहुत मजा आया इसको लिखने में। बहुत चीजें मैंने जानी कलाम साहब के बारे में। गजल की भी एक किताब लिखी है। हिंदी में मैं ज्यादा लिखता नहीं हूँ, क्योंकि मेरे पिताजी चाहते थे मैं हिंदी में लिखूं, हिंदी के प्रोफेसर थे। तो एक बार 2-3 महीने मैंने लगा दिए गजल, भाई रोमांटिक गजल मैंने लिखी है अपने वाइफ माधवी के नाम पे। तो और उसको पसंद आई, ये मेरे लिए बहुत खुशकिस्मती है। आई एम लकी दैट शी लव्ड दोस गजल्स। एंड आई वुड नाउ लाइक टू क्लोज विद द पोएम डेडिकेटेड टू माय फादर, माय हीरो, माय गॉड, माय आइकन। कैन आई रिसाइट द पोएम? मेरे पास एक हिंदी की पोएम है और इंग्लिश की है। मुझे बताइए, हिंदी या इंग्लिश?
हिंदी सर, हिंदी।
हिंदी ना? वेरी गुड।
हिंदी सर, हिंदी सर।
ओके, थैंक यू। उनकी जो बर्थडे है वो मार्च 26 को है, और हमारी एनिवर्सरी भी मार्च 26 को है, मेरी और मेरी वाइफ की। तो उस दिन मैंने ये डेडिकेट की थी उनको, लास्ट ईयर। तुम याद बहुत आते हो, मेरे नन्हे कदम से अपने कदम को मिलाना, मेरे नन्हे कदम से अपने कदम को मिलाना, हर दिन मुझे सुनाना वही बेसुरा गाना। वो बहुत बेसुरे थे, मैंने वो गाना गाते तो लगता था कि मेरा सर फट रहा है, सर दर्द हो रहा है, बट गाते वो थे। मेरे नन्हे कदम से अपने कदम को मिलाना, हर दिन मुझे सुनाना वही बेसुरा गाना, खर्राटों से अक्सर मुझको जगाना, फिर खुद जागकर मुझको सुलाना। पीठ पर तुम्हारी मेरी दुनिया की सैर करना, पीठ पर तुम्हारी मेरी दुनिया की सैर करना, मेरा खुद से गिरना फिर तुम में संभलना, मेरा खुद से गिरना फिर तुम में संभलना, अपनी हंसी से तुम्हारा मेरे गम चुराना, अपनी हंसी से तुम्हारा मेरे गम चुराना, कैसे भूलेगा मुझे वो मासूम फसाना, कैसे भूलेगा मुझे वो मासूम फसाना। तुम्हारे कंधों पर बीती महफूज रातें, तुम्हारे कंधों पर बीती महफूज रातें, तुम्हारे प्यार में वो लिपटी सौगातें, तुम्हारे प्यार में वो लिपटी सौगातें, मेरे हर जख्म को अपना दर्द बनाना, मेरे हर जख्म को अपना दर्द बनाना, सारे जमाने से मेरे लिए लड़ जाना, सारे जमाने से मेरे लिए लड़ जाना, मेरी हर इच्छा बन जाती तुम्हारा मकसद, मेरी हर इच्छा बन जाती तुम्हारा मकसद, मेरे ख्वाबों से कहीं मिलती तुम्हें फुर्सत, मेरे ख्वाबों से कहाँ मिलती तुम्हें फुर्सत, सपनों से पहरी थे तुम मेरे दिल के कवच, द गार्जियन ऑफ माई ड्रीम्स एंड द वॉरियर ऑफ माई और द प्रोटेक्टर ऑफ माई हार्ट। सपनों के पहरी थे तुम मेरे दिल के कवच, झूठ के झुंड में तुम सिर्फ थे एक सच, झूठ के झुंड में तुम सिर्फ थे एक सच। एक युग बीत गया है तुम्हें आंखों से होके ओझल, एक युग बीत गया है तुम्हें आंखों से होकर ओझल, इन महीनों और सालों में तुम्हारी यादों ने तराशा मेरा हर पल, इन महीनों और सालों में तुम्हारी यादों ने तराशा मेरा हर पल। तुम मेरे ना खुदा हो, बोटमैन, पर्सन हू राइट्स द बोट, राइट्स द बोट। तुम मेरे ना खुदा हो, तुम ही मेरे ध्रुव तारा, लोड स्टार। तुम मेरे ना खुदा हो, तुम ही मेरे ध्रुव तारा, हर गर्दिश में हो तुम, सिर्फ तुम मेरा सहारा, हर गर्दिश में हो तुम, सिर्फ तुम मेरा सहारा। तुम्हारी स्मृतियों की टोकरी ये चल रहा हूँ, यादों की, तुम्हारी स्मृतियों की टोकरी लिए चल रहा हूँ, तुम्हारी बाहों की गिरफ्त के लिए मचल रहा हूँ, तुम्हारी स्मृतियों की टोकरी लिए चल रहा हूँ, तुम्हारी बाहों की गिरफ्त के लिए मचल रहा हूँ। सजदे के लिए मैं जब भी झुकता हूँ, सजदा मीन्स प्रेयर, सजदे के लिए मैं जब भी झुकता हूँ, तुम सिर्फ तुम ही नजर आते हो, सजदे के लिए मैं जब भी झुकता हूँ, तुम सिर्फ तुम ही नजर आते हो। जब भी जिक्र खुदा का होता है, जब भी जिक्र खुदा का होता है, तुम याद बहुत आते हो, तुम याद बहुत आते हो। नमस्कार।
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, will you please try to read any poem for children? Any of your favorite poem or prose? Maybe small story, interesting story.
I cannot read, because the story will take long. Can I tell a small story
Small story only. Small story or small poem?
for children?
Okay.
For children, hardly it will take 5 or 6 minutes.
Okay.
Now, this story, once my children Ankita and Aniket and I were waiting at the dentist. The long line. So then my Aniket's my son said, "पापा एक कहानी सुनाओ ना." अबे हौले, अबे गधे, यहाँ क्या कहानी सुनाऊंगा? अरे डॉक्टर बुलाएगा ना, कहाँ कहानी सुनाऊंगा? नहीं नहीं नहीं, कहानी सुनाना बहुत बोर लग रहा है, बहुत बोर लग रहा है, कहानी सुनाओ। My daughter Ankita also told, नहीं पापा, please tell a story. I cannot tell no to Ankita, no, my daughter. So I said, I was thinking कि अब क्या करेंगे? इज्जत का सवाल है, सोचना है, सोचना है. And I thought of the story right there, and this is the story. The story is called A Tale of. Just 1 second, I'll show you the cover. A Tale of Tales. This is the story of a mongoose and a snake. Now you know mongoose and a snake are big enemies. Yes or no? But at one point of time, they were the best of friends. This is about that story. So they used to stay in a jungle called Natkhat jungle, and only in one corner. So nobody else was there. So they would play together, eat together, jump around, have fun. One day, when eagle came, and the eagle told them that in the next jungle, which is in the middle of an island called Pitara, there is the longest tail contest, and whoever wins that contest will become the king of Pitara jungle for one day. The contest is being conducted by हाथी, elephant. और अगर वो एक दिन का राजा बन जाएगा पिटारा का, तो उसका फायदा क्या होगा? क्योंकि पिटारा में बहुत सारे फल हैं और इसको खाने को मिलेंगे, खा सकता है, बांट सकता है. और ये दोनों हमारा स्नेक जी और मंगूस जी, दे वर प्योर वेजिटेरियंस. देन दे स्टार्टेड थिंकिंग कि हम क्यों नहीं पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं. मंगूस ने कहा मैं पार्टिसिपेट करूं. ईगल बोला अरे तुम्हारी पूछ कहाँ शुरू होती है कहाँ खत्म होती है पता ही नहीं चलता, इतनी सी तो पूछ है, तुम जीत नहीं सकते. तो स्नेक ने कहा मैं पार्टिसिपेट करूं. बोला तुम्हारा तो बॉडी और फेस में फर्क नहीं पता चलता, तुम क्या पार्टिसिपेट करोगे. फिर स्नेक को आइडिया आया, बोला मैं एक काम करता हूँ, वो जो मंगूस है ना उसकी जो पूछ है उसको मैं मुंह में ले लेता हूँ. तो सब लोग सोचेंगे कि माई बॉडी इज एन एक्सटेंशन ऑफ दैट टेल. So now I have got such a long body, and if my body becomes the extension of mongoose tail, then the mongoose has got a long tail, and we will win. Then the eagle said, "This is cheating. Don't do that. Cheaters never prosper." The snake said, "What man? Cheating, meeting, silly fellow, rascal, counterla. We will go and participate." So they went and they to that jungle. There, the king Gajaraj was organizing the contest. He said, "There is a huge rock. All the animals sit there and hang their tails, and I will measure those tails with my trunk." And then he started going. Everybody sat there. The tiger was there, elephant was there, no sorry, leopard was there, fox was there, hyena was there, jackal was there, langur was there, monkey was there, lemur was there, and our mongoose with the snake in his tail in his mouth. So they started hanging. Then Gajaraj went. Tada, 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 tada. Then he measured the tail of a bear. Half a trunk. Silly fellow, out. Then next, he measured the tail of a leopard. 1 3/4 of a trunk. Out. Next, he measured the tail of a fox. 3/4 of a trunk. Then next, he went to a hyena. Not even half. And next he went to langur. 2 trunks. Good, you stay. You are in the reckoning. Next he went to lemur. 2 1/4 and 3/4 inch of a trunk. Good, you stay. You are leading now. Then he went to mongoose. 1 trunk. 2 trunks. 3 trunks. 3 3/4 of a trunk and 4 1/5 of an inch. The winner is mongoose of the long tail contest. He becomes the king for one day. Now they had a huge party and everybody ran to eat. The mongoose also went to eat, and lots of very interesting food items were there. Golgappas were there, khiri was there. Then guavas were there, apples were there, pomegranates and bananas, everything they started eating. Now, just went, and the snake was remaining behind, still attached to his tail. He said, "See that rascal, greedy fellow, he's eating everything, and he's not even bothered about me, and I can smell such nice, tasty, delicious stuff. I'm feeling so hungry." So he detached himself, he went to a corner and he started also eating. After 3 minutes and 42 seconds, he felt the weight on his tail. Attack! He looked up. Gajaraj was standing there with that mongoose in his trunk, but holding it and shaking it like this. That mongoose was shivering. The Gajaraj looked at him, at the snake, and said, "Scoundrel, you are a cheater, you and this fellow. You have lied to me, you have cheated to me, and I hate cheaters. And I'm going to punish you for this." And he shook him up the snake and he threw him. He shook the mongoose and threw him. And both of them landed in their own island. Please unmute. Please mute, sorry, please mute.
ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವಿನಾಯಕ್, ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
Please mute your audios. Continue, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So then what happened was the snake and the mongoose landed in their own jungle and they looked at each other. The snake said, the mongoose said, greedy fellow, rascala, you could not wait for some time. Snake said, you are calling me rascal and greedy fellow. What about you? You are a glutton. You started eating, you're not even bothered at how much hungry I was feeling. All that smell was coming in and going into my nose. I was feeling so hungry. Achha, you are calling me a rascal, you rope-like creature. And he jumped on the mongoose. Mongoose jumped on the snake. And they bashed each other, hit each other, clawed each other, and died. They killed each other. And since that day, the mongoose and the snake cannot see eye to eye or tail to tail. So this was the story which I said. It was written by NGT and beautiful illustrations by Mr. Pulak Biswas. Thank you. Namaskar.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. So now I request participants, okay, ask few questions, and who will start?
ಸರ್, ಅನು ಸಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್.
Hello.
Anu Supplement, she will going to share our opinions.
Okay. Fine. Let her start. Let her take 1 or 2 minutes time. Fine.
Good morning. I am Anu SN, studying in 6th standard. I wrote 6 stories. Some stories are published in Shalnudi magazine, which is published by Ajim Premji Foundation. I read some stories about Ramendra Kumar Uncle. First story is Puddle. In Puddle, we can learn about student and teacher bonding should be good. Parents and children bonding should be good. Parents should think like children also. Children must go school with neat dress and shoes. My second story is Sare Jahan Se Acha. In Sare Jahan Se Acha, we can learn we should not underestimate any country, it may India or New York. We should be proud on our country. We should not underestimate any Sanskrit culture or traditional. My third story is The Challenge. In Challenge, we can learn about we should not underestimate anyone by seeing them. Thank you for giving this opportunity to speak about Ramendra Kumar Uncle stories. Thank you.
Thank you, Vanita. Thank you so much.
Fine. Thank you. Others, please. You can ask question to Ramendra Kumar sir, especially who have gone through his all books.
Okay, Ramenji.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please.
Okay, please start. Hello. Partho.
Yeah. Okay,
please start.
Ramenji, had you not been the author, what would you have been?
Partho, that's a very difficult question to answer. But the answer is very simple. Had I not been an author, I'd have still been an author. I wouldn't have existed. But I cannot imagine living life as somebody other than an author.
That's
I cannot imagine.
That's typical Ramenji. Okay, one next question I had is where do you get all this energy from? I've always seen you very energetic.
The answer is very simple. I get my all my energy from children because I'm living in that world of children. I'm interacting with them almost on a day-to-day basis. I'm writing about them, thinking about them. I'm sharing that space with them. That's where I get the energy. And I believe that the best cure for every kind of unhappiness and frustration, gloom, despondency, despair is to be like a child. अगर आप बच्चे की तरह रहेंगे ना तो आप कभी ज्यादा दुखी नहीं रहेंगे. 2-4 मिनट के लिए हो सकता है भाई खिलौना टूट गया, थोड़ा दुख हो गया, लेकिन आप लॉन्ग टर्म फ्रस्ट्रेटेड नहीं रहेंगे. अब मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ. मेरे जो जीजा जी हैं वो महीने में एक बार हंसते हैं. मेरे ओन जीजा जी, मेरे सिस्टर के हस्बैंड, क्योंकि महीने में एक बार सैलरी मिलती है, उस दिन वो हंसते हैं. उसके बाद फिर तो एक दिन उन्होंने मुझसे कहा कि भाई ये क्या है, तुम हमेशा उछलते रहते हो, नाचते रहते हो, गाते रहते हो, तुम सीरियस नहीं रहते. तुम जनरल मैनेजर हो इतनी बड़ी कंपनी रोरकेला स्टील प्लांट, स्टील अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया लिमिटेड, 769011 पिन कोड, हाँ, और तुम अपने आप को सीरियस नहीं लेते. कोई तुमको सीरियस नहीं लेगा, बच्चे जैसी हरकतें करते हो. मैंने कहा जीजा जी आपने कितना बड़ा कॉम्प्लीमेंट किया मुझको, आपने मुझे बच्चा कहा. अरे काश मैं बच्चा रह सकता. अगर मैं बच्चा रह सकता तो ये मेरे लिए वरदान है, क्योंकि मेरे इष्ट देव लॉर्ड कृष्णा है और लॉर्ड कृष्णा तो हमेशा ही बच्चे रहते हैं. और आप चारों तरफ देखिए, जो खुश है वो बच्चे जैसे हैं. और अगर हम प्रॉब्लम जब होती है, जब बच्चे बड़े बन जाते हैं, तब उनकी सारी प्रॉब्लम्स शुरू हो जाती है. बच्चों की कभी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. तो इसीलिए मेरी जो एनर्जी है, मेरा जो भी है, वट एवर आई हैव, आई एक्सेल इन केस आई एक्सेल इन समथिंग, इट्स ऑल बिकॉज ऑफ दिस बचपना और बच्चे जैसे रहना.
Fine, sir. Thank you.
Hello.
Anybody else? Okay. Please continue.
Rashikar, this is Mandalgiri Prasanna.
Okay, you can ask. Yes.
Ramadar Kumar sir, this is Mandalgiri Prasanna.
हाँ प्रसन्न.
Very nice to hear you, and I am very happy that you are also an engineer in a steel plant, because I do came from the same profession.
अच्छा.
I am basically a mechanical engineer.
Wow, I am a civil engineer.
Yeah, okay, fine. And I want to ask you a small question. Because basically you are an engineer, and that too in a public sector company. I don't know how you got inspired with literary activities, and especially with children literature.
Yeah, see,
because it is a very, I mean, it's a very, it has excited me a lot.
Right, nice, thank you. Literature, I always wanted to do specialize in literature. So I told my father that I want to do BA and then MA and then PhD and join a university.
Same
During our times.
Same thing with me also. I was in fact want to study MA Kannada literature, but I could not.
Yeah, but the problem was that during those times in the 70s and 80s, there was no scope much for English literature or any other literature. So my father said that you do your engineering, at least you will get some job, you can earn your living, and then put your writing as a hobby. Take your writing as a hobby. And that's exactly what I did. I used to do my full-time job 9 to 5:30 or 9 to 6, come back home and write every day. For the last so many 32 years, I've been following this discipline. And that's why I've been able to. And as far as children's writing is concerned, I already told you that I was not a children's writer. I accidentally stumbled into it. And then I really fell in love with the world of children's literature.
True. And I'm very very attracted with your cover pages of all the books. It was very nice.
Thank you.
Fine. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Anybody else?
Hello, Rashikar.
Kili madam. Ushalata madam, please ask.
Please.
Good morning, Ramendra Kumar sir.
Namaskar.
The storytelling was very nice. Stories also very nice.
Thank you.
And as Mandalgiri Prasanna said, the photographs, the cover page of your books also are very nice. Actually, you told that you are writing about Pokso Act and all. Basically, you are a very creative writer. When you write something about such things, how do you like balance or manage both creativity and there will be content, na? Content given from outside. How would it be there?
It's a fantastic question. One of the best questions I've got in many, many years. It's a difficult task. So what I try to do is basically the facts are there, but to exemplify the facts, I need a case study, a real life situation that I imagine. For instance, there is this case about a child who has been, I have to explain POXO Act. So how do I explain? I create a situation where there is 12-year-old, 13-year-old child who has been kind of molested or attempted to be molested by a father's cousin or somebody, right? So then I create the entire thing, and using that scenario, I fit in all these facts. So she goes to her friend, then the friend goes to her auntie who's a lawyer, then the lawyer will say that, okay, this happened, this happened, this happened. Then what are the possibilities? Can we go to the police? What will the police do? Can they have this thing, independent, what should I say, sitting where only the child will be there, and the judge will be there. The person who perpetrated the act will not be there. What are the other aspects which are going to protect the child, her privacy? All those things come up. So that's how I do it.
Fine, fine. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And one more thing I just wanted to ask you regarding telling the moral of the story in the end of the storytelling. Your story ended, they became enemies from that point of time. What about your views, sir? What are your views about telling morals or ideas?
One should not tell morals explicitly, because basically, if you tell the child to do something, the child will rebel, will just turn off. So instead of doing that, your story should be such a story told in such a way, in an interesting way, that the child knows what is right and what is wrong, without actually telling, like I mentioned, without actually telling that truth is good, honesty is good, dishonesty is bad. Make the story flow in such a way that the child finishes the story, he feels that character was good. And why he was good? Because he was honest. Don't thrust the moral down a child's throat. Let him imbibe, internalize it.
Even today, people are there who say that reality, that means the real things, the harshness of life, bitter things of life, disappointment, despair, such things should not come in the stories of children or the poetry of children.
They are completely wrong. They are absolutely wrong. You cannot. It is like an ostrich syndrome. The ostrich puts its head in the sand and feels that everything is perfect. That is just not correct. Because you cannot prevent the child from getting exposed to violence, to sexual images, to depression, whatever. You see in the TV news. Nowadays, TV news is the most masala thing possible. Sushant Singh Rajput, for the last 2 months and 10 days or 11 days, same thing is going on. What all details they are going into. My God, and this and this and this. So nothing is hidden. You see Netflix, the kind of language, the kind of violence they show. So what are you? Instead, you show them the reality, but at the end, give them that hope. Yes, the world has got violence, the world has got gloom, it has got depression, it has got despondency, but at the end, there is hope. And because there is hope, we are still able to survive. So that is what I feel.
Thank you very much, sir. It was very enriching. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, Ramendra Kumar.
Sir.
Okay.
Sir.
I am a surgeon basically, interested in, I think I have developed an interest towards childhood literature recently, honestly.
Very nice.
Nowadays, we doctors are saying increase in childhood depression. So, how to address this issue by way of literature? I just wanted your opinion on that.
Yeah, that's an important thing, because I am a victim of childhood depression. At the age of 14 and 15, for 6-7 months, I was under very severe depression, and I attempted suicide, and so that's how my father saved me. So I think you have to tell stories of hope, stories which talk about these issues, but give a solution which is hopeful, which is full of hope. Give stories which are realistic, about party, about violence, about deprivation, about exploitation. But at the end, give hope. So the child feels that yes, all these things are there, but everything is not lost. At the end, there is always hope. Continually, you have to keep doing this. That's the only way. It's a difficult task. It's a very good question, but you have to do it.
Thank you, sir. Got the point, right? Hope at the end of the story
Yes.
is lesson. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Sir, have you gone through any questions? Okay,
This is
Madhu.
Vanita, sir.
Fine. Ask.
May I?
Okay, please proceed.
May I speak? Yeah. Yeah, I am Vanita. Basically, I am a teacher, sir, English teacher. Just now, my daughter told about your stories now. Anu Soprima, she is also interested to write a story. In COVID break, she wrote 6 to 7 stories. So her ideology is very good. So how can I, as a parent, how can I help her? How can I guide her? I want assistance from her side.
See, first and most important is encourage her to read and encourage her to write. Don't say that, like, what is this you are doing? You do maths or science or something like that. Don't tell her that, no, you should do better. Don't criticize her too much. And for the starting, you send the stories to me, then I'll see how I can help. Right? But most important is help her to read as much as possible and write as much as possible and give her encouragement. Let her be filled with hope that yes, I can do it, and she will be able to do it.
Yeah, sure, sir. We will send the story to you.
Yeah, and don't be bothered too much about class grades. Grades are important. Maths 99 is important, but if she gets 94 also doesn't make any difference. But if she is interested in writing, interested in painting, she has a hobby. In the long run, that will make her a more fulfilled, enriched, and happy person. I keep conducting parenting workshops and I ask the parents, what do you want your child to be? Engineer, doctor, collector, or happy? Everybody says happy. And then they go home and tell, what is this, Madhulita? You have scored only 99 and a half. You should have got at least 102 out of 100. Same thing. So we put so much of pressure. Allow the child to live her own life for God's sake. Don't put so much of, nothing is going to make a difference. Right? In engineering, I was pretty horrible. MBA, I was pretty good. Then I did my, I majored in public relations. And now people know me only as a writer. What the hell is this? But I'm happy, no. We want to live our lives through our children. I could not become a doctor, my daughter has to be a doctor. I could not become an engineer, my daughter has to be an engineer. I could not become IAS officer, my son has to become collector. My son wants to play the guitar. He's happy, no? He will earn his living. Don't worry about it. We have enough opportunities. So please, madam, let her write and send her stories to me. My email ID is with Shivappa.
Yes, sir. Sure. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you, sir. There is one question from Madhu Verma. Okay, there is some audio problem. That's why she asked, which is your own favorite book from all your books? It is her question.
See, you should have gone to, I do not know. Can Kunti be asked this question? Gandhari be asked this question? They might be able to answer. But for me, it is very difficult. All I can say is my last book is my favorite book. It's always like that, for me at least. So my latest book, which has gone to the publisher, is a story from the viewpoint of my Labrador, Aryan. During COVID times, कि एक बेचारे लैब्राडोर को क्या क्या सहना पड़ रहा है कोविड टाइम्स में, कहीं बाहर नहीं जा सकते, सारे के सारे लोग घर के अंदर बैठे हुए हैं, उसके ऊपर नजर रख रहे हैं. So it's a humorous take on COVID times from the viewpoint of a Labrador. So that is my favorite one because it is the latest.
Okay, fine. Thank you, sir.
Sir, namaskara.
Namaskar.
Good afternoon. My name is Yallappa Handal. I am doing as a teacher, high school teacher. जी, आपका कहानियां बातें सुनकर हमको बहुत खुशी हुई. इधर मेरा एक प्रश्न है आपके लिए. डिजिटल दुनिया में किताबें का रोल क्या है? क्या आप मानते हैं किताबें भी फाइट करते हैं डिजिटल दुनिया को बच्चों को रीच करने में?
बच्चों को क्या करने में,
बच्चों को रीच रीच क्या
रीच करने में, रीच नहीं नहीं, देखिए थोड़ा बहुत तो असर होता है, लेकिन अभी क्या है कि कहानियां का वो नहीं बदला है, रीच नहीं बदला है, मीडियम बदल गया है। अभी आजकल मेरे बच्चे खाली किंडल पे पढ़ते हैं, तो कहानियां तो अभी भी चल रही हैं, तो ऐसा कोई खास फर्क नहीं पड़ा है। एक चीज है कि हम राइटर्स को थोड़ा अडेप्ट करना है, so that we can reach out to our own to the present generation. हम पुरानी तरीके की कहानियां हमेशा सुनाकर उनको बांध नहीं सकते, हमको नए किस्म की शैली, नए जो आइडिएशंस हैं उनको हमको क्रिएट करके वी हैव टू रीच आउट, बट द स्टोरीज विल नेवर डाई, द मीडियम विल चेंज। पहले क्या था कि स्टेज था, कठपुतली था, पपेटरी था, फिर बाद में किताबें आई, अभी डिजिटल मीडिया आया। कहानियां कभी खत्म नहीं होंगी, कहानियां हमेशा रहेंगी, ओनली द मीडियम विल चेंज।
सर थैंक यू। वन मोर क्वेश्चन इज देयर।
श्योर।
आप मंगूस और स्नेक का कहानी सुनाया हमको या पहला सुनाता है या स्टोरी आपका?
नहीं, हम नहीं सुने थे ये, हम वो जब डेंटिस्ट के उसमें क्लिनिक में हम वेट कर रहे थे तो वहां हमको आइडिया आया, हम थोड़ा सा उसको सुनाए, फिर उसको डेवलप किया। इट इज माय ओन ओरिजिनल स्टोरी।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್. ಹಾ ಹೇಳಿ, ಮಾತಾಡಿ.
I am not asking any question, just an observation.
Okay.
Amin sir, all these days we were just reading your stories. This is the first time we heard telling a very good story. What I felt is you are a very lively person, very lively. हर पल जीना पड़ता है जिंदगी में. Always I am worried, sir. It is just my view. Children's literature is looked at with some inferiority always. So always children writers will find a parallel channel. But what I feel is you are so much suited with this children world, storytelling, or being very serious also with story writing and all those things. And you are creating your own mahal. You will create your own environment. I felt really happy with meeting you, such a person. आगे आगे आप तो बेंगलुरु में आने वाले ही हैं, हम फिर मिलेंगे.
जरूर.
Have a number of discussions. I have got number of questions about Indian English writings also. This is not the time. We will meet again and again.
Sure.
I felt very happy.
Thank you. धन्यवाद गलू. एंड आनंद पाटिल सर, आपके घर में गेस्ट रूम मेरे लिए रख दीजिए.
Okay.
No sir, his whole house is guest house, not only room.
बेसी बड़े बात खाएंगे.
Okay.
That's my favorite. My wife makes it very nice.
Okay. Ramana sir, Karnataka is your guest house. Thank you.
Okay sir, anybody still, if you have any questions you can ask, otherwise
I have one last question.
Okay, fine.
Where do you get, Ramenji, where do you get the ideas for your stories from?
All across. Like ideas can come from a conversation in a train, from a SMS, from a WhatsApp message, from a tweet on Twitter, from a scene in a movie or a play, or just seeing a mother caress her child, or seeing a father throw up his daughter in the air and watch both of them smiling. Anything and everything can give an idea. I know that Mr. Anand Patil sir will agree that a writer is 24/7 on the job. Even when he is looking out of the window, he's working. He's working as hard as a doctor or as an engineer or as a pilot or as a scientist on their table or on their stethoscope or wherever. So it's for us 24/7. Anything and everything can give you an idea. You just have to keep your eyes and ears open.
Okay sir, fine. Uh,
Thanks.
we have really enjoyed the whole session. Okay, again we'll expect from you maybe after 2 3 months one more session. Okay,
Sure.
what is the topic and you please tell us. Okay,
Sure.
every month we wanted to conduct one such session we want to organize. Okay, so regarding that we will later will communicate to you. Okay.
Rashakar sir,
ಹಾ ಹೇಳಿ.
somebody chat one question.
ಹಾ ಹೇಳಿ ಯಾವ ಕ್ವಶನ್?
Chat box ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಯಾರು ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು?
Miti M. There is a question from Miti M. Do you draw your characters from your real life incidents?
Yeah, many of them are from real life, many are imaginary, so it's a mix. It's a mix. So when I want to write satire, I draw from my mother-in-law. When I want to write romance, I draw from my wife. When I want to write children's stuff, from my kids, Ankita and Aniket. But seriously, from real life as well as from my imagination.
Okay, sir. Fine. Thank you all for joining this session. Okay, Vinayak Kamathad, Tammanna sir, Ushalata madam, Bhagavati, Sopimat, all, even if I have forgotten any of some names, all are, I want to thank all of them. Thank you, you sir, especially for taking a whole 1 hour session. It's a very nice, and I hope everybody has enjoyed this session. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again, all of you.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Stop.